Hey everybody, Timmy here, doing a live chat, doing a live video for Season 7 of The Walking Dead. For those of you who have not found my channel yet, I'm trying to start a channel on YouTube. It's called uh, It's Always Sunny 1986. You can also find it on Timmy Mims. Um, that's all you gotta look for. You can also follow me on Twitter at Timmy Mims. I love The Walking Dead. I love anything fantasy. I love film. I love pop culture. I love TV. I love politics. So on my channel, we cover a lot of those things. As for season 7 of The Walking Dead, there was a lot of people that were left with a bad taste in their mouth about how it ended. Because in the comic books, Negan kills, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Okay, in the comic books, Negan kills Glenn, and he kills him with Lucille, and it's quite vicious, really gruesome. It's really disgusting. For those of you who have never seen the graphic novels, or for any of you who have never seen what it's like, any of Robert Kirkman's work outside of television, I strongly encourage you to go try to find a copy or some copies of the original Walking Dead comic book. I bought, what was it I got there? A couple years ago, I got 2 issues, and I got, damn it, I can't remember them off the top of my head, but it was basically some of the episodes for season 3 that were titled, they were titled 4 episodes for season 3, but they were actual comic book titles as well, issues of the comic book. But my predictions for season 7, it goes like this. So there's been this whole big mystery around who Negan killed in season 7, right? At first, in a conversation with my mom, she loves the show. So my mom and I were just sitting there one day having coffee, and my mom was like, "Yeah, he definitely killed Eugene. It was Eugene. I know in my gut it was Eugene." I sat there and I thought about it for a minute. I'm like, "What? Eugene?" I'm thinking about it. But then it all made sense because Eugene gets the goodbye from Abraham. Abraham tells him, "Yes, you are a survivor," gives him a hug. Eugene gives the plans for the bullets to Rick, for the bullet factory that he found earlier in season 6. So it kind of made sense that that was Eugene's send-off. But we all know The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead does not like giving send-offs to its characters. It just likes giving tragic, senseless, and heart-wrenching deaths. So Eugene was on my radar for a while, right? And of course I follow The Spoiling Dead. And if you don't follow The Spoiling Dead at all, I totally get it. You know, you like your TV shows, you don't want them spoiled for you, I get it. But the Spoiling Dead fans on Facebook, they are freaking spot on with everything pretty much. You can know what's going to happen 6 months before it happens on The Walking Dead, because they got people literally sitting in the trees and the bushes, under toilet seats, all over the place in Georgia. Cast spotting. They're like the paparazzi. They're like the personal paparazzi for the cast of The Walking Dead. I've been looking at the Spoiling Dead pages, and it just comes up. I've been looking it over, and finally last week, it came. Their predictions for who they thought was going to bite the dust. And let me tell you what, I was surprised. I didn't know how to feel about it. But I'm not going to say who they said died in the TV show, because I'm going to have integrity and respect for their sources. But I respect their choice. I mean, they're respecting the source material they went off of, and they are also going a different direction. So I don't know. I think that the show is it's charting its own course now. It's not like where Game of Thrones is, where it's totally outpaced the material. It's still got a lot of source material to go off of, but it can still definitely chart its own course. See, that's where Fear the Walking Dead lacks. Fear the Walking Dead lacks because it doesn't have that source material. Fear the Walking Dead just has TV producers and Robert Kirkman and just like a group of writers, and they sit around. They're like, what haven't we done yet? Yes, great idea, great idea. They're on a boat. We haven't done a boat yet. A boat's a fucking fantastic idea. I think that's exactly what's going on with Fear the Walking Dead, and that's why it's not resonating with people. Yes, Fear the Walking Dead had like the biggest television premiere in cable history. Doesn't mean it's going to last that long. There's been a lot of shows that started with a bang, went out with a whimper. So, back to my main point about season 7 predictions. So here's my basic predictions for season 7 of The Walking Dead. The whole cast is going to be reeling from the 1 or 2 deaths in the season premiere. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. And I also think that we are also going to see all-out war in season 7. I think the first half of season 7 is going to be Rick and his group dealing with the losses, dealing with working for Negan, not trying to be on Negan's bad side, not trying to get anybody else killed. And the second half, or near the second half of season 7, it's going to be all-out war. Unless they decide to slow the show way down, like we're talking like season 2 slow, like, slow, kind of bullshit. But that's what my hope is, and that's what my prediction is. And of course, if you're a comic book reader, if you're a fan of Robert Kirkman, you would know in All Out War, just about everybody dies. A lot of main characters die. Well, not main characters, but a lot of central characters die in All Out War. All Out War is All Out War. It does take its toll on the whole entire cast, and the major characters that people like. Other than that, I think that season 7 has set itself up to be one of the best seasons to date of The Walking Dead. They got the biggest, most notorious heel ever in the history of The Walking Dead so far. And they casted him brilliantly. And also they got the Alexandrians, they got the Hilltop, they got Ezekiel and his tiger, which are going to come into play. I thought that was brilliant how they had Carol and Morgan kind of be the introduction to Ezekiel and his place there. Then we have there's just so much going on in season 7. I kind of see it becoming kind of like a Game of Thrones-y kind of thing. Not in a bad way. But you know how Game of Thrones, it has so many characters, like, has to jump around and dedicate, like, 10 minutes of each episode to, like, specific characters. Well, where Game of Thrones has a luxury, it has a luxury of, like, having 60 to 70 minutes per episode, where Walking Dead only has 45. So in that respect, I think that, they're either going to have to trim the cast down quite a whole hell of a lot, or they're going to have to, do it Game of Thrones style and just jump around from person to group 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 to fit everybody in the narrative. And then by the end of season 7 or season 8 or whatever, reel it back in so we're back with Rick's group. But the whole theme of season 6 was a much bigger world. So I think that's the lead into The Walking Dead taking a whole new turn. And the show becoming something bigger than what it already is. Especially with the producers saying they want The Walking Dead to go on forever. Forever. You and I both know The Walking Dead going on forever is probably a horrendous idea. Would we love it? Yes. But when you get shows that just go on and 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 on, they usually end up jumping the fucking shark. They just outwarm their welcome, and they just end up. You lose the imagination, you lose the storytelling, you lose the character development, you lose so much because people get tired of it. You lose viewers, and the show ends up going out with a whimper, or maybe a big bang, depending on. Oh wow, The Walking Dead, it's finally ending. Yeah, I'll watch. It's only been 15 freaking years. Like Law and Order, that show was on for 20 years. How many people watched the finale? Come on, can you tell me? Exactly. Alright, so, every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. I feel like right now with The Walking Dead, we are in the middle of the story. We're not at the end yet. We are in the middle, or maybe the middle end kind of thing. I think it'd be a good thing for the show to wrap up by season 10. Many people might not agree with that. I mean, there's going to be people out there, no, no, The Walking Dead should go on forever and ever and ever and ever. Honestly, I couldn't imagine The Walking Dead going on forever. I would not watch it past season like 10. I'd be like, okay, what's the end game here? I love The Walking Dead. It's like my favorite. Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead are like the TV shows I live for. They are the TV shows that have captured my imagination, and I absolutely adore them. And I think they are the best television shows that have been produced in my lifetime. It depends on who you are and what genre you like. But like I said, this season of The Walking Dead, they can go in one direction or they can go another. They can draw this whole story arc out with Negan and the Saviors for a few seasons. They can try to wrap it up into one and move on. They could do a lot. But what I'm trying to say is we'll basically know where The Walking Dead is going from season 7. By the midpoint of season 7, we'll know where the show is going. We'll know if it's going for a long game, or we'll know if it's going in for something a little bit more condensed. We'll see how fast they pace the Savior storyline. Like, there's a lot of people that were surprised how fast they went through the Hunter storyline. There was a lot of people surprised how fast they went through the Governor's storyline, which I mean, honestly, it wasn't that long in the comics, anyways. But there was a lot of people that were surprised how fast they went through the Wolves too. So Negan, is he on borrowed time? Is this just another big bad for the season, a season or two? And of course there was a whole showrunner fiasco too that just made the show feel like it was doing this, throughout the whole damn thing. It was just for the first 3 seasons. But I don't know. Tell me what you think. I always love hearing what you guys have to think. I don't get many responses. I'm not that popular on YouTube yet. Who knows? I may get blessed someday and get popular. I don't know. But if I don't, oh well. I'll just keep posting videos. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think The Walking Dead is in it for the long haul? Do you think they're going to draw this season and the Saviors out? Do you think they're just going to make this a huge storyline? Or B, do you think they're going to use the Savior storyline to catapult The Walking Dead into something different? They're going to transform the show from it and make the world a bigger place, because that was the theme of season 6. Or do you think, C, do you think they're going to jump the shark? Do you think they're just going to, they're just going to keep going overboard here, and they're just going to kill the show? And they had said they had no end game in sight for The Walking Dead, so they're just going to kill it. They're just going to be basically like just go on and on and on and on and on with it. So eventually by the time, you got a 13-year-old viewer who's all done grown up, 20 some odd years old, had his own kid, his kid's watching Walking Dead. I remember when I was a kid and I was watching season 1. And so tell me what your thoughts are. What do you think so far of The Walking Dead? What do you think is going to happen in season 7? What do you think of the future of The Walking Dead is? I want to know. Leave me your comments. If you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, please subscribe. My name is Timmy Mims. My channel is Timmy Mims. It's always sunny in 1986. And you can always follow me on Twitter at Timmy Mims. For now, guys, love and peace. Try not to kill each other, but you can always kill walkers. Alright, guys. Peace.